Sit down.
No, then I gotta get back up.
I'll get you up. Your knees are the ones. Oh, this is.
And you get a free bowl of soup with this jacket right here. That's sharp looking material right there.
And you get white shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks good on him though.
Yeah.
This area right here, just this one area, seen the likes of Danny Kaye, Bob Hope, Kate Smith, Gene Autry, and his horse Champion. Both of them were up here at the same time. I don't know who cleaned up, but they were up here. More often than not, though, large rooms like this, they're kind of communal rooms. They're used by like chorus girls, backup musicians, and then, more often than not, the smaller rooms, which we'll see for ourselves in a little bit, they'd be used by the band leaders themselves. They had their own little private niche and area. Now, this is totally on a side note, but Catalina Island, we sit on the very outside edge of Los Angeles County, which means we still have to adhere to fire codes and accessibility codes. Believe it or not, we do on both. Now, when it comes to fire codes, I can probably just do it in simplicity while it still adheres, but under each sprinkler, a little vial of red liquid, and when that vial of liquid heats up, naturally it expands. Ultimately, when it breaks, that's what allows the high pressure water to flow through there, hit the sprinklers, and hopefully take that fire down. I'll explain to you the accessibility part here in just a little bit. Now, the first dressing room we're going to see on our right was used quite often by a gentleman with the nickname of Dutch. He used to do sports updates here in the building for years and years, and later became President Ronald Reagan. He had his finger on the button and everything. He was pretty hard. There's also artwork in there of the Chicago Cubs. They're popular. You think about it, good reason. Mr. Wrigley owned Wrigley's Field, also owned the Cubs. All the way up until 1955, the Chicago Cubs did all their spring training right here on Catalina Island. That's one reason, if you ever wander through Avalon, you're going to notice a lot in the way of bumper stickers and things about the Chicago Cubs. But why is that? Well, that's why. Last room on our right was used just recently during our last jazz festival. Every October we have a jazz festival here. Ours by the name of Kiko Matsui, set up to her standards. And then, that's going to be pretty much about it for this area. Pretty Spartan. We will be making our way up to the much larger and much more impressive the two green rooms after this. Now, as we go throughout the hallway and building in general, you will notice we have these great old black and white photographs. I don't know why it is, but sometimes if you look long enough at these photographs, you'll see somebody in the band or maybe the audience itself that reminds you of someone just completely different from a completely different time period. I got an example or two of that you might even agree with. So, folks, what do you say? Make our way down the hallway here. We'll check out these smaller dress rooms, some photographs and such, and after that, make our way on to a much larger of the two, right this way.